Well, hi Aquarius, welcome to Universal Guidance. It's time for your weekly reading. So I have shuffled these cards very well. I'm going to shuffle them just a few more times. This is a two-part reading. The overall energy of this reading will be in the middle of the first part of the reading. So Aquarius, let's find out, what can you expect coming up in your life? Aquarius. Oh. Wow. Okay, Aquarius, the overall energy of your reading is the High Priestess. This is the card in the tarot deck for intuition and knowing. So, this tells me that you have questions. But all these questions that are arising, you have the answers to already. So whatever your questions are, just pull back that pomegranate curtain and listen to what yourself is telling you. Because if you listen to what yourself is telling you, you're going to have the answers. You're going to be able to live your life, move forward the way that you want to. You're going to be able to make decisions that you might have been putting off because you didn't feel like you had the answers. Just follow your intuition. Your intuition is running very high right now, Aquarius. So up here in your highest energy, so the High Priestess surrounds the whole reading. It's like, use your intuition, okay? Then we have the Ace of Wands up in your highest energy. So whatever, these are the two highest energy cards in your reading. Whatever it is that you're wondering, whatever it is that you have answers to, and you probably don't realize it, but you do because that card is surrounding your entire reading. It's about a fresh start and a new beginning. It's almost like a new life, you know. Look at how that wand is just blooming. This is in your highest energy right here. And so you're wondering about how to move forward, or you have questions about it. Follow your intuition. Your intuition is going to reveal some things to you if you start paying attention to it and really listening to it. Because I have the Moon card right above the High Priestess and next to this fresh start and new beginning here. The Moon is the card for Gemini, so, not Gemini, for Pisces. So Pisces might be strong in your chart, might be strong around this reading. But more importantly, the energy of this card is about things being revealed or coming to light. It's like night turning to day, things being exposed. It's all in your intuition. Listen to what yourself is telling you. There are things you need to know that you already have the answers to. So next to the Pisces, the Moon card, is the Four of Cups. Okay, so it feels like somebody's trying to come back into your life. But your arms are crossed. You're not sure whether to reach out and grab onto that cup of love or not, this love offer. Okay? You're like, I don't know. I have to think about this one. You have the answers that you need. And if you just listen to them or pay attention to what your heart, head, and gut, and they all come together, you know whether or not to reach out for that cup, okay? So, there's someone trying to come back in. Someone that your arms are crossed and you're hesitant, I must say, about accepting that return or that apology. It could be an apology, but this apology is more than just an apology. It's like, let me back into your life. So under the Ace of Wands is the Queen of Wands. This is fire. This is Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius that might be strong in your chart or strong around this reading. So the Queen of Wands holds that staff of fresh starts and new beginnings. Very passionate energy, love of gardens, probably nature because there's a cat here or has a cat, loves animals. The Queen of Wands, this is your energy. You're ready. You want to move forward. You want a fresh start. You're just not sure whether this is the right one or not, okay? On the other side of your intuition, which surrounds this entire reading, is the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups, this is about water, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. So now we have two for Pisces in your reading. But the energy is male or female. They're all male or female. What's most important is you have your questions. It has to do with love. Because the queen here is trying to peek into those little windows. This is the only cup in the deck that has a lid on it in the first place. And there's little windows all the way around. Look at that queen trying to peer in those windows. You have questions about love, and that cup is full of answers about love. So what this reading so far is saying is pay attention to what your heart, head, and your gut is telling you about whether or not to accept this cup, whoever's trying to come back in order to have a fresh start, okay, on moving forward. So your intuition can tell you a lot. Wow, and then we have the Hermit. It's right under the Queen of Wands. It's just like I've been talking about. You're seeking your path forward. You want to move forward. You want a fresh start and a new beginning, but you're not quite sure if it's with this offer right here. So the universe hears you. This is really trying for you because you know you want to make the right decision. This is the card for Virgo, so Virgo might be strong in your chart, might be strong in somebody else's chart around this reading. So the Hermit's here, and I look around the Hermit. Yeah, you're ready for a fresh start and a new beginning. But also on the other side of the Hermit here on your path forward, I have the Queen of Pentacles, and this is under the High Priestess. You have questions about the security, the stability, the groundedness, whether or not this moving forward with this offer is going to turn into a marriage, a foundation that can last for a long, long time. You have your eye on the pentacle here. You don't only have questions about the love, on it lasting, but you have a question on this relationship actually moving forward towards stability and security. Oh, this is a card too I want to point out for Earth. So Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn might be strong in your chart, might be strong in somebody else's chart around this reading, Aquarius, next to the Queen of Pentacles. You know, your answers, remember, this High Priestess surrounds the entire reading. The answers are within you. Don't look for answers outside of who you are and what you're telling yourself, because you have the answer. Will this offer here, can it become grounded? Only you know. Have the Magician right next to the Queen of Pentacles and under the Queen of Cups. These are all male or female, remember? Again, look, the infinity symbol, intuition and knowing. You have all the tools here. You have a giant cup of love, you have a pentacle, you have a wand for fresh starts and new beginnings, we already know that. You have a sword of truth and clarity. But it's like it's saying use your intuition and you can manifest just what it is that you want from life. You want love, you want security, you want stability, but use your intuition on whether or not to accept whoever it is that's trying to come forward in your life, who's trying to, it feels like someone from your past, but it might not be. It might be a new person, but you just kind of you're having doubts on reaching for that offer, for that cup here. It could involve an apology, it may not, but whoever it is, boy, you're up in your head about it. But listen to what your head is telling you. Listen. What is it telling you? Would this be a smart move for you? Would this be the right? Could it possibly be the right person for you? Okay, Aquarius, up here in your highest energy, on your highest energy line, Ten of Swords. Now, look how close that is to that Four of Cups. This person is trying to come back into your life because you've healed. You put the pain behind you. So I think there's been some time between the pain, this relationship falling apart, and them coming back. So I feel like you've healed. There's an end to the pain that you've gone through, and I think that's why you're wondering if you should try this again, because you don't want to end up in the 10. Actually, you would have been in the 9 of Swords before the 10 of Swords, and that's not a fun energy. So next to this 10 of Swords, you have moved on. Look, I got the Chariot here. This is the card for Cancer, water sign, water sign. Cancer might be strong in your chart. Cancer might be strong around this reading in somebody else's chart, but you've moved forward from the pain. This is what's holding you back from accepting that cup. Next to the Chariot, I have Temperance. This is the card for Sagittarius. And so we have two now for Sagittarius. We have the fire energy of the Queen of Wands. We also have Temperance, which is Sagittarius's card. But your guardian angels and spirit guides have been working really hard to get you balanced. And, now you have a foot in the water and a foot on the land. So it's kind of throwing you off balance, them coming back towards you here and wanting to start anew. And Temperance, pouring that potion back and forth, trying to get you rebalanced. At the same time, you have, like the magician, you have everything you need to make this decision on whether or not to move forward. Temperance is here to get you grounded so you make the right decision. So they want both your feet on the land right now so that you can make the right decision here. Under the 10 of Swords is the 2 of Wands. You are holding that staff just like you are over here. Your whole energy, your highest energy is moving forward, a fresh start and a new beginning. Well, you're hanging on to that staff and you have the world in the other hand. This is a new life cycle. This is you standing there alone and you're dreaming. You're next to the Queen of Cups, trying to analyze the love. You're just looking out there and you're trying to figure out your path forward. Should you move forward into a new life cycle with this person or not? So, really, really thinking about it. And the Ace of Cups is right next to the 2 of Wands, and it's under the Chariot and moving forward. This is a giant cup of love. Now, this cup of love runs over. This is like, wow. You have a lot of love within you. I think they're sincere, okay? I really think they're sincere in coming back. I think they truly have feelings for you, okay? Now, it's whether or not this can work, I think, is mostly the question. On whether the two of you can last and actually establish a real relationship. So you've moved forward. You found, you have a lot of love within you that you could share with somebody. But I feel like this is also, and moving forward, you really want the love. That's why you're hesitating on grabbing this cup. You're not sure if they really know what love is and how to treat it. But they're sincere in coming. I just want to point that out, that they are sincere in coming forward. It's next to the 8 of Swords. This is how you're feeling. This is under Temperance. This is why you have one foot in the water and one on the land. That Temperance is trying to help get you balanced, is because you're feeling bound. You're feeling bound about not knowing all the truth or having all the clarity here that you need to make this decision. This card is an illusion. Remember the surrounding energy, the High Priestess, follow your intuition. You're feeling like you can't see which way to go. That's why you're just standing there at that new life cycle. You're feeling like, so you're feeling bound, but you can't move forward. You can't see all the truth and the clarity. Well, this is an illusion because the feet aren't bound, the mouth isn't bound. You can ask for help. You can walk right out of that situation. You don't even know it. But I'm telling you, these cards are telling you to follow your intuition. This is only an illusion, this feeling here. Under the 2 of Wands is the 6 of Cups. I think you've known this person since probably maybe teenage years, maybe before, but or very close to teenage years, early 20s, but you have known them in another lifetime. This is a soulmate card. That's what soulmates are. You've known them in a past life. That's the connection. You do have a strong connection with this person. And look at that cup. They're coming forth. This is a sincere cup of love. There's a flower in it. It's the only cup in the deck that's allowed to have anything in it to be sincere, besides the Ace of Cups. And that's water. That's emotion. That's just full of emotion. But the flower is very sweet. So this soulmate you have known for since childhood, which, childhood goes clear to 80. So when I say childhood, but it could still just somewhere in that area. It could even be as babies, it could be even younger. But They are a soulmate. This is a sincere offer that they're coming up with. You just need to figure out in your heart, in your soul, on whether or not you think this can last before you accept that cup. Now, you're feeling stuck. You're feeling stuck here with the Eight of Swords. That's an illusion, though. You can get out of that real easy. So, but with the Four of Pentacles, it is about the Pentacles. It is about whether or not this relationship can be grounded and last for a very long time. And whether or not it's right under the Ace of Cups. The love is there. Whether the love is truly there. I'm telling you, they are sincere. And that's all I can really tell you, because this reading is saying listen to your intuition and you will have the answers. But I can tell you this is a sincere offer. I have you on guard. I have the Page of Swords next to being stuck. You don't want to be stuck in something, in a relationship that you're going to want to get out of. You're really, this is a hard decision for you. You're also, this Page of Swords is right under the Eight of Swords. That feeling of being stuck, which that is an illusion, is because you have tools. You have all the tools that you need to figure this out. But your guard is up. Your sword is up. You're not swinging it. You're just kind of on guard about this whole situation, about them coming back into your life. I'm taking out another card. Let's see what it is. The Seven of Swords. Okay. So in the past, okay, this is why you're so hesitant. They were deceitful. They either lied, steal, cheated. There was something deceitful about their energy. But I'm telling you, this was a long time ago. Now they're very sincere about coming back. And this really could involve an apology about past actions. So the Seven of Swords, this deceitful energy really hurt you. You got past it. You moved on from it. And then boom, bam, there they are. It's like, I don't know how many years, but it's been a while. It's been quite a while. Probably at least a year. I'm just feeling there's really been some time that has ticked by. But here they are, they're back. It may not have been that long, but if this sounds like you're reading, it is. If it doesn't, it's not. And I would check moon sign, which is your emotional side. So listen to your intuition on about moving forward with whoever it is that's coming back to make this offer. And that include an apology for previous actions. I think you've known them before. And you really have a lot of questions about whether to accept this cup. So listen to yourself. Thank you for watching Universal Guidance.